In a small, quiet town, lived a young boy named Leo. He was bright and full of dreams, but he had one big problem. He was incredibly lazy. His days were a whirlwind of starting things and never finishing them. His homework would pile up, his room was a constant mess, and his big ideas would fizzle out before they even began. He'd tell himself, "I'll do it tomorrow." But tomorrow never seemed to come. His parents were worried, his teachers were frustrated, and Leo himself felt a growing sense of disappointment. He saw his friends achieving their goals, learning new skills, and he felt stuck, watching life from the sidelines. One sunny afternoon, while kicking a stone down the street, lost in his usual daydreams, Leo noticed a new neighbor moving in next door. It was an elderly man with a straight back and a calm, focused gaze. His name was Mr. Harrison, a retired army officer. Leo watched as Mr. Harrison, with quiet efficiency, unpacked his belongings. Everything he did seemed to have a purpose. There was no wasted movement, no essay. The next morning, Leo saw Mr. Harrison in his garden at the crack of dawn, tending to his plants with meticulous care. Every single day, like clockwork, Mr. Harrison would follow the same routine. Gardening, a morning walk, reading on his porch. It was fascinating. Curiosity finally got the better of Leo. He approached Mr. Harrison one day, who greeted him with a warm, knowing smile. Leo, feeling a bit embarrassed, confessed his struggles with procrastination and his inability to stick with anything. He asked, "How do you do it, sir? How are you so disciplined?" Mr. Harrison chuckled softly. He invited Leo to sit with him on the porch and began to share his wisdom. He didn't talk about grand, heroic acts. Instead, he spoke about something much simpler. Habits. "Discipline isn't about being a superhero, Leo," Mr. Harrison explained. "It's about building small, consistent habits. Think of it like building a wall. You don't build a whole wall in one day. You lay one brick, perfectly, then another, and another. Each day, you just focus on laying a few bricks. Over time, without even realizing it, you have a strong, solid wall." He then shared his own story. In the army, he wasn't the strongest or the fastest recruit, but he was the most consistent. He made his bed perfectly every morning. He polished his boots every night. These small, seemingly insignificant acts built a foundation of discipline that carried him through much bigger challenges. He gave Leo a simple challenge. "Just for 1 week," he said, "I want you to do 3 things every day without fail. First, make your bed as soon as you get up. Second, read just 1 page of a book before you play. And third, before you go to sleep, write down 1 thing you'll accomplish tomorrow." Leo was skeptical. How could making his bed change his life? It seemed too simple, almost silly. But he had promised, and something in Mr. Harrison's eyes told him to trust the process. The first few days were a struggle. Leo's old habits fought back. He wanted to leave his bed in a tangle and rush to his video games. He found it hard to focus on even 1 page of a book, but he remembered his promise. He pushed through the resistance, and each time he completed a task, a tiny spark of satisfaction ignited within him. The act of making his bed gave him a small win first thing in the morning. Reading a single page made him feel a little bit smarter. Writing down a goal for the next day gave his morning a sense of purpose. By the end of the week, something had shifted. It wasn't a dramatic, overnight transformation, but it was real. His room was a little cleaner. He had finished a whole chapter of a book. He felt a sense of control he hadn't experienced before. He eagerly went back to Mr. Harrison to report his success. The old man smiled. "You see, Leo, you didn't try to climb the whole mountain. You just took the first few steps. Now, let's add another brick." Over the next few months, under Mr. Harrison's mentorship, Leo slowly built upon his foundation. They added a new habit every few weeks. First, it was organizing his desk for 10 minutes each day. Then, it was dedicating 30 minutes to his homework before any screen time. Then, it was practicing his guitar for 15 minutes, a dream he had long abandoned. Some days were harder than others. There were times when he slipped up, when the siren call of distraction was too strong. But Mr. Harrison taught him another crucial lesson. forgiveness. Discipline isn't about perfection, he would say. It's about getting back on track. If you miss a day, don't beat yourself up. Just make sure you lay your brick the next day. Leo started to see the ripple effect of his new habits. Because he did his homework first, his grades improved. His teachers noticed his newfound focus and praised his efforts. This praise boosted his confidence. Because he practiced his guitar consistently, he finally learned to play his favorite song. The joy and pride he felt were far greater than any temporary pleasure from procrastination. He started joining school clubs, volunteering for projects, and sharing his ideas with confidence. The boy who once felt stuck was now in motion, building momentum every single day. One afternoon, Leo was in his room, not playing video games, but working on a detailed model airplane project that required patience and precision. His room was tidy. His books were neatly stacked. He looked out the window and saw Mr. Harrison reading on his porch, a quiet pillar of strength and wisdom. A wave of gratitude washed over Leo. He realized that Mr. Harrison hadn't given him a magic formula. He had given him something far more valuable, the key to unlocking his own potential. The key was discipline, forged through the simple, powerful magic of daily habits. Leo's story isn't just about a boy and his mentor. It's a reminder for all of us. We all have dreams, and we all face the temptation of tomorrow. We all look at successful people and wonder how they do it, assuming they have some superhuman willpower that we lack. But the truth is, their success is built brick by brick, habit by habit. It's built in the small, unseen moments of daily choice. Choosing to get up instead of hitting snooze. Choosing to read a page instead of scrolling. Choosing to take one small step forward instead of standing still. So, what is the one small brick you can lay today? Don't try to build the whole wall at once. That's overwhelming and leads to quitting. Just pick one thing. Maybe it's drinking a glass of water when you wake up. Maybe it's doing 5 minutes of stretching. Maybe it's writing one sentence in a journal. Whatever it is, make it so small that it's almost impossible to say no to. Then, do it again tomorrow, and the day after that. Celebrate that small win. Feel that spark of satisfaction. Let it be the fuel that helps you lay the next brick. You have the power to change your life, not through some grand gesture, but through the quiet, steady, and unstoppable force of your daily habits. Your journey from procrastination to purpose starts right now, with one simple step. What will yours be? Thank you so much for watching. If this story resonated with you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content to help you build a better life, one habit at a time. I'll see you in the next video.